Welcome to Miss C's cottage. I'm Miss C. This is the home of the Sun Bunny. And I'm so happy that this morning I've been on a couple channels and I have noticed that you were getting your happy mail. So I am really happy about that. It makes me happy to make you happy. And that's what I'm all about, is spreading the love. Hello, Sam. Hello, Sugar. And Pebbles is here. And of course, my sister Susie is the first one in today. Susie, it doesn't matter where you are. I still love you forever and ever and ever. Amen. Remember that song? All right. Today is Wacky Wednesday, and I have Happy Mail today, which is really awesome because I don't always get Happy Mail, and I don't know who this is from because it came to me. It's almost a pound and a half of something. And oh, it did come from Amazon. That's their Amazon's little smile, isn't it? But it doesn't have any information on it, only me. And so I guess I'm going to have to open it to find out. Lydia, my favorite person. And Jenny Hanks, hello, are you? And Tracy Swan. And Michelle is here. Thank you so much, Michelle, for stopping by the cottage. Please make sure you get something to eat and drink before you have to head out today. Or just sit and knit with us. This is a Wacky Wednesday, so you never know what's going to come up. This is also the day that I call my UFO You Must Go day. I have quite a few unfinished objects, and they are clogging up what I really want to do. And so I've been giving them away on Wednesdays, on my Wacky Wednesdays. And the way we do that is we play the game UFO You Must Go. And I show 3 UFOs that I have started. Some of them have the pattern. Some of them are in the original bag that I put in the project bag. Some of them have the hooks or the knitting needles in them and the extra yarn to finish the project. Some of them don't, but some of them do. So it's kind of like I start a project because I have startitis and I want to see what it looks like. What is that pattern going to make up like with this yarn? And I get into it and I see what it's going to be, and I either don't like it or I find another pattern that I want to start up in a new yarn to see what it's going to look like. And so that gets put aside. Some of these have been put aside for several years. I don't think any of them go back to when I started crocheting or knitting. I don't think the yarn would last 50 years, but who knows? But some of these are newer and some of them are older, but they just need to go. So I call this game the UFO You Must Go. And today is also being Wacky Wednesday. It's my Happy Mail day. And if I get Happy Mail during the week, I usually save it for Wednesday so that I can open it with you. Dawn P says, UFO come my way. Sweetheart, you got one coming your way. So don't, what do the Scotch say? Dinna fash yourself, lassie. Dinna fash yourself. What a bright, shining face. I am feeling good today. Although I have to tell you, Mishi's been on my mind all day today. Monday was a Carry the Yarny Elephant day, and I prayed about her all day. And I don't know why. God just laid her on my heart, and so I did. And today it's just been a Mishi kind of day. So I don't know. When I have days like that, I want you to know that I pray about you too. Of course, I pray about you guys all the time. And just ask God to You know, he goes through your path before you and he clears everything out that he doesn't think you can handle for the day, which is just so amazing to me. And then his rod and the staffs in his staff, they not only clear that path, but they bring me back on it if I need to get back up there on the right path. And I think that's marvelous too, that he knows whether I'm on his path or not. Out of all the people in the world, he knows where I am at any given time. Amazing, amazing. And all I can say today is God is good. Okay, Sherry Reynolds. I don't know if I've got anything coming for you, but I do want to ask you about this blanket. Do you think your mom would make this blanket? I will send you these instructions. It's granny squares. It's just I've showed it before. It's just the 4 granny squares. Whoops, 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 over the other way. And then you put them together, and then you put a big border around them. And it comes out 40 by 40, so it's a good Boggy Creek blanket. And I copied off some of the patterns. They're free on Ravelry. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. They're free patterns on Ravelry. Debbie Graybird, hello, sweetheart. How are you today? It's so good to see your face come through that door. Leave your shoes. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Come on in. You think your mom would make it? Okay. Oh, there's Angela, my frozen stone. You know, you can look like a frozen stone on the outside and be the sweetest angel on the inside, and there's living proof. And Paula Mulford is here. This is a pattern off of I think I told you about this. I'm sure I have. It's called the Cooper blanket, and it is a granny square blanket. Very, very pretty. It takes, well, if you're going to use Red Heart Super Saver, which most people use the Red Heart, or I'm pretty sure there's enough yardage in Premier's or Hobby Lobby's or Joann's Twist, whatever it's called. And you need 2 of the main color and 1 ball of the 3 other colors. It takes 4 colors. It says your main color, you need 450 grams, but 2 balls of yarn will work. And or one of those, if you're going to make it in a 3-weight yarn, you could use one of those 1-pounders to be your main color and make it up that way. The Cooper Baby blanket, it's a 40 by 40, and it's a beginner blanket. They say it's an advanced beginner because you have to put the pieces together, and it's time consuming. It's not difficult. And I like it, and I've got the second one started. I think I've told you. I did the brown one, and I ran out of brown yarn, so I ordered some from Premier, and it's the wrong color brown, so I had to make another order. And if this isn't the right color, then I'm going to have to go to Hobby Lobby with the blanket and try and match up as best I can. I'm telling you, it was such a mess. Nancy, hello. And KB, welcome in, Kimberly. I'm so glad you came in. Kim G is here. And Margie's here. Margie, I sent yours out. Nessa. That sounds wonderful, Sister Susie. Ooh, I haven't had a good butter cake in a long time. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll put on my best manners. I won't be so wacky. And my cousin Dee is here. Oh, cookies too. Whoa. On one condition, that when you all leave here and put your cups in the sink, you take a paper cup for your water or whatever. You take another one if you need to. Fill it full of all of these things that you're bringing in here so I don't eat them. I'm back up on the scale towards the number 2, closer than I want to be. I'm not at 2 yet. I'm only at 1.8 something, but it's too close to 1.9, and we're really close to 2. So I don't want to go to 2. Susan Burke. Hello, Susan. From one Susan to another. And Susie says, hope you're doing well, other Susan. I love it. I love it. You guys cheer me up. You're my heart. That's for sure. Aisha's here. Hello, sweetheart. And Yolanda Aguilar, I have not seen you for a while, sweetheart. I'm so glad you were able to make it by today. It makes me smile when you come in. All right, I have waited the allotted time, and I'm opening up this package because I'm dying to see who it's from. I'm going to be really disappointed if it's something I ordered. Okay, well, I'm not going to let it dampen my day. I ordered these. I ordered Turkish Delight. And if you don't know what Turkish Delight is, Hello, Brandon. Are you home yet? Did you get back okay, or are you still over there? I know, Kim. I know. This is Turkish Delight. And it is a dessert made with let's see, what does it say here? Made with sugar, water, corn starch, citric acid, natural food colorings, and powdered sugar. But these are rose flavored. And if you've never eaten rose flavored candy, this is very good. This is the first time I've ordered Istanbul. I get the other ones, but I wanted to try these because they have the rose colored ones and they also had the orange flavored ones. So I wanted to try them too. Now I'm going to open up the orange ones and show you what they look like. I think the light is really, that's better, huh? Oop, that's not good for the keyboard. This is what it looks like. It's kind of spongy like a Jello would be, but it's not Jello-y at all. And they use honey in it. And this was the orange flavored one. And they have several different flavors. I got it on Amazon. Okay. And this is proudly brings natural and healthy foods, candies, desserts, and spices from Anatolia, the Balkans, the Levant to our homes. Our products are mostly handmade with traditional methods by the local people with local ingredients. And this has beet sugar, water, cornstarch, the citric acid, an orange natural aroma, which I would imagine to be an oil, turmeric, and powdered sugar for the coating. You get 3 pieces in a serving, and it's 114 calories. That's not bad, huh? Same as here, 3 pieces in the serving and 114 calories. These are so good, so good. These are pink. They're rose colored. They're yum. Yum, yum, yum. All right, that's my Happy Meal. And they go right here on the shelf, so I can get one whenever I want. Okay, I gotta go back because I missed some people coming in. There's Eileenie. You're sewing some bunnies together. Thank you for reminding me. Benita McAlexander. Welcome back. Excuse me, I'm home. We had an amazing time. Didn't want to come home. We're doing well. I've just been dealing with infusion issues where it messes with my sleep schedule. I know. You're lurking, Eileen. Well, good. I'll let you go because you're working on lurking and working on somebody. All right, let me catch up. Oh, there's Dawn Erin. Hello, sweetheart. I love it when she comes in. She is the most creative, I think, one of the most creative artists that I know of on YouTube. She can do absolutely everything, and she's a perfectionist. If she doesn't like it, she'll change it. And I know I told you she did a clown, I think, on a crochet hook, and you could see the crocheted stitches in the clown's sweater. The detail is phenomenal. She misses nothing. She has a great eye. Don't forget your thummies. I love the DNA. When you leave, sometimes I just go over and look at your DNA. And there's Sharon. Hello, sweetheart. And Zoila's here. Michelle M. doing laundry. How dare you do laundry at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday? And Jeremy's here. Hello, sweetheart. Now I sound like Maureen. You know, this has got to be the best group of people ever. Sharon and Don P., the 3 Musketeers, are here. And Sherry Knowles, hello to you. And Irish hugs from Jacqueline Marley. And Scottish hugs back, my love. Oh, yeah, I do my laundry when Elmo takes his nap in the afternoon. And Dania, hello, sweetheart. Okay, that took care of that. I have some coffee. This cup says, "Somebody loves you." And if you look real close, you can see bunnies on the cup. Mishi gave me this cup. Maybe that's why I'm thinking, well, I got the cup because she's on my mind today. So, and my beautiful Sanita, my bonita Sanita Yarnita is here. That girl, she's not a girl, she's a woman. She's in her 40s, early 40s, maybe 40 or 41 at the latest. But her skin is so beautiful and her smile is so calming and her eyes are, I don't know, it's just so full of love. You just feel loved when you look at her, and she's so stinking cute. She can put on a hat, she just looks like a runway model. Does Mr. Elmo get into everything? He's been pretty good. I told you we were going to get a new person, and they came back the second time, but I still haven't heard they haven't come around to introduce him yet. So um, I don't know. Maybe he'll go to a different place farther out, and I don't know how you can get much smaller than 4 people, but okay. I have been working on hats. And I have been doing Sanita's hat challenge. I don't know if it's a real challenge because I didn't know about it until this morning. Mara was talking about it on her channel. Carrie was going to do something today, and for some reason she couldn't. So Mara came on in her stead and mentioned something about doing a hat a day. Well, I had been seeing Sanita's pop-ups, hat number 1, hat number 2, hat number 3, hat number 4, hat number 5. And I want to try that last hat that she's got because it looks really cool. And I think it's the Catherine's wheel with double crochets. It's not the star stitch because I know the star stitch. I know and love the star stitch. I think it's the Catherine's wheel, but I'm not sure. And she did it out of a variegated yarn, and I don't know whether she color controlled it or not, but it just came out. Every row was it was so beautiful. And then the second time she made the hat for the next day, she did the same pattern, but she did it out of a marled color, and it's just as pretty, just as pretty. She does, Zoila, an awesome job on hats. And my favorite hat now is become the divine hat or the burst of kindness crown, and then I make up whatever I want to do on the rest of it. But um, cat challenge. No, Kimchi, I did not. If anybody sees Maritza, I would like you to please remind her or tell her to Gmail me at Missy's Cottage. I need her last name and I need a correct address. I sent her something and the post office didn't take it, wouldn't go. So I need a good address for Maritza. The second thing is she has 9 cats. Kimmy, are you kidding me? 9 cats? I have my little black Maggie Mao, and I love her. She she comes in my room every night, and I'm usually laying there reading my Kindle, and she'll come up and she'll lay on my chest for maybe 5-10 minutes, and I'm reading my Kindle and I'm scratching her head, and when she gets warm enough and she knows that I'm settled, she's gone out the door. She doesn't stay. All right, make sure you're all on live chats and make sure you mash the thumbs. And here is my newest hat that I'm making. And guess again, it is the Divine hat. And this is, I think it's a Granny D one. Late to the party? Is that D, is this yours? I think if I lived by myself, I would have animals, but. Oh, that's yours, Sister Susie. Okay. Well, I only have one cake of it, so I thought, Mara said she was able to get 2 hats out of one cake, so that's what I'm going to try and do. And this goes to the white and then to the red. And when I get to the white, I think I'm going to stop and I'm going to do the red and the pink and the light blue and make a hat, and then go back to the blue and the light blue for this one, because I don't want to put red with turquoise right next to it. I'm sure that's why this red and pink is in here, to separate the two, but yeah, we'll see what happens. That way I'll get one turquoise and blue and I'll get one red, white, and blue, I think. But that's my next project. Okay, now I want to talk to you about something serious. I have been in touch with Marianne, the crotchety clogger, and she has such a heart for the people of Appalachia. She lives up there in Western North Carolina. She was not hurt by the storm, but she has such a heart for the people. And there is a pastor, Pastor Allred, who is in charge and volunteered to be the speaker for, I think, 5 or 6 churches in the area that are doing an outreach to help the people get ready for winter. And you can go to Marianne, the crotchety clogger. You can go to her website. She has all of the information there. The churches that you can donate to, they have a Santa Claus thing. They're not taking toys, they're taking donations. But I told Marianne that when God hits my heart with something, I have to follow through. If he's in it, I'm going to be there. If he's not in it, I don't want any part of it. But he's laid it on my heart to make a somebody for each one of those kids up near Flat Rock that may or may not have Christmas this year. So she said she would talk to them and find out how to go about doing that. And I spoke with another one of my viewers, and my viewer is she's a no-nonsense person, and she said, you know what, we're going to do it anyway, because those kids need it. There's no question about it. So I said, okay, would you be willing to help me make some bunnies? And she said, I've already got some stuff. She's no nonsense. So today I'm speaking to the rest of you. And I may have mentioned something about it on Somebody Sunday, but today I'm reaching out to all of those of you who have the somebody pattern or would like the somebody pattern to make a somebody for the children of Appalachia. Now, I asked Marianne about how many children are we talking about, because like if it's 1,000 kids, there's no way we can get this done. But how many are we talking? And she said, well, the one area in Flat Rock, the pastor said there were maybe 35, 40 children. And I'm thinking, no problem, we got this done. So if you are an amigurumi person and you are willing to make at least one, hopefully 3, will you Gmail me at my missccottage@gmail.com? Will you Gmail me and let me know? I'm willing to do 3. Gmail me if you're willing to do 1. Gmail me if you're willing to do 6. Gmail me and let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and say, if you can make them and you don't have the yarn for them, please don't be shy to let me know that you would like the pattern and 3 skeins of bunny yarn, 6 skeins of bunny yarn. You got 4 skeins, you just need 2 more. Please don't be embarrassed or shy. Or now, if you want yarn, you're not going to get it. But if you need yarn to make bunnies for the children of Appalachia, by golly, I'll send it. As you know that I have more yarn here than I can make up in my lifetime. And you know my heart is settled on some bunnies. And if I can send somebody out, some bunny or buddy, doesn't matter, out to every child in the world, every child in Appalachia this Christmas, that's my goal. I mean, I would put the Some Bunny pattern for free in every local yarn shop if I could. Okay, Diana, calm down. So if you are willing and able to help me put together 35, 40, 50, I kind of set a goal for 50, and I'll be working on them too. So if we don't get that many, I'll make up the difference. I know Gloria Tools is making some. I know Pebbles Pico is making some. I'm not sure who else. Dawn Aaron will do it. That's awesome. And if you don't want a bunny, we made a bear, we made a zebra, we made an elephant. You can use any of those patterns that I'm going to make bunnies because they need to know some bunny loves them. But they also, if you choose to make a buddy, they also need to know that somebody loves them. And please, on my community page is that little blurb that says, this is a Some Bunny or Buddy. You can change it to Buddy. He has ears to listen, but no mouth to share. And you can always know that some buddy loves you. If you could tuck that in somewhere, safety pin it to an ear or whatever, let them know that they're loved, because there's nothing greater. You can have everything in the whole world, and if you don't have love, you've got nothing. And if you have nothing and you have love, you have everything. Just knowing. Okay, I was in an abusive situation my first 5 years of marriage. I was a Vietnam vet. I've told you this before, I'm sure. And there were so many times that I knew all I had to do was make a phone call. There was a college sweetheart that I could call, and within an hour, I would be out of that situation. And just knowing that that was available kept me from going. Because it's like, this one, I don't need to go yet. I don't need to go yet. But knowing that I could go was such a lifesaver. Just knowing that someone loved me enough to get me out of that if I really needed it. And just knowing that somebody loves you enough to make you a somebody and to send it to you, that might be enough to get a lot of people through until next March, April, May, June, when they get their electric back. Some of these people are living in tents where their houses used to be. Marianne said yesterday that one family that she's aware of lives upstairs in their 2-story house because they can't go downstairs. And I would imagine the mud and the water and the damage, and even if they get that all cleared out, the mold will set in. I can't fathom that, having lost everything. I would love to go on Amazon. In fact, I went yesterday and I looked to see about Coleman camp stoves. And you can get a wood burning stove on legs for $89. And that's extremely cheap because they go up way up over that. But I can't do that. I can't do that. So I do what I can, and that is making bunnies. So I'm setting a personal goal for Missy's cottage to have 50 bunnies to send to Pastor Ulrich. So if you can possibly make one or a number, send me a Gmail and let me know. And if you need yarn to make those, I make them out of 4-weight worsted yarn. It's just acrylic yarn, and no wool, no alpaca, no bougie stuff. It's just plain acrylic. If you can, I will appreciate it. Thank you, Zoila, for putting that Gmail address in there. Oh, you got to put a C after, an S after C. It's MSCS Cottage. Miss C's Cottage. Want to type it again, Zoila? What? What's going on? Cyber bullies have been attacking me. I've stepped back from a lot of the chats I used to go. I refuse to bow down to them. I'll start playing their game on my community tab if they persist. No trouble, Jan, in the house. What's going on? I missed something. Thank you, Jan. Yes, knowing that it's out there, even if you don't use it, it gets you through so many confrontations. Create and relate. There is my kitty. Hello, sweetheart. I didn't see you come in. Do you have the written giraffe pattern? I do, Michelle. Gmail me and put giraffe in there, and I'll send it back. Someone else asked me if they were having trouble with the giraffe head and the tail, and I don't remember right offhand who that was, but if you will Gmail me, I will send it. Kitty, I sent you. I think I sent you it. Zoila, it's MSCS Cottage. Miss C's Cottage. Okay, I'm going back to the bottom. Yes, that's it, Zoila. That's the correct one right there. Miss C's Cottage at gmail.com. I love my tankster. She's my sister Susie, and nobody better be mean to her. Look, we all have our good days and we all have our bad days, and we've got to hold hands and get through them. That's just the way love works. You don't have to like somebody, but you're commanded to love them, because that's what God is, love. Yeah, Sherry's been through it, but we're not going to talk about that here because the cottage doesn't have room for that crap. Oh, there's another one came through. Thank you, whoever that is. There's Rita. Are you there yet in Sweden? I think you were going to Sweden. You're driving. When you get them done, mail them to me. When you get your bunny done, if you want to save up 2 of them and mail 2 at a time, whatever. If you're just going to do one, then go ahead and do one and mail it to me. But you need to Gmail me and let me know that you're making them, so that I know you've got enough yarn to do it, and then I will give you my mailing address. And that's the way that works. See, there you go, Yolanda. Miss C's Cottage at gmail.com. I can see that not only is Zoila on the ball now, but my Bonita Yarnita Sanita has got everything under control. She is the best technical person that I have ever had. She's the only technical person I have had, but she's the best. Kindness matters. Okay, guys. I think that's all I need to tell you about that. Now, the next part is, and let's do this because we've only got about 15 minutes to go. UFOs. I've got 3 UFOs for today. And I always like to put in a knitting UFO because I know some of my people come in Fridays and sit and knit with me. So I don't like to leave them out. So let's see what I can do here. I grabbed a bunch of stuff. Okay, Sarah Satch a couple weeks ago started, well, she made, I started, a scarf, or you don't have to do it full length, you can do it partially, and make a table runner, and it is fall leaves. It's a very simple pattern. You can go back on her channel and get the pattern and download it, and because I don't have it, but you get the hook. This is a hand-dyed yarn, and I'm pretty sure this yarn came from Dawn Aaron's Creative Hands, Loving Creative Hands. I think that's where this one came from. And I've used this yarn in a giraffe and something else, I don't know. But I thought with all those beautiful colors in there, wouldn't that make a beautiful falling leaf scarf? And by golly, I was right on the money with that. So pretty. So pretty. It's got burgundies and orange and yellow, and there's a little bit of green in there, just enough to show that the leaves are turning. So pretty. That is number 1. Let me put this back in there before I forget. Number 2 is the start of a scrap blanket that is it's a double moss stitch, chain 2 single crochets, and it's a blanket. It's probably well, let's just see what it is. I have probably about 60 wide. Now this comes with whatever scrap yarn is in the bucket with it. I probably used a 5.5 or maybe a 6. You don't get the hook on that one. Sorry, but that's number 2. The scrap blanket, number 2. And number 3, I promised you, is a knit. And this is the beginning of a shawl. And this is Barocco's Remix Light yarn. There's 432 yards in here. It is a number 3 lightweight. It's made in France. It's 100% recycled fibers. Uh, 30% nylon. It does give me a breakdown. 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24 acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen. And it is a very, very nice yarn to work with. It feels like more like cotton and linen. It's soft. And this is the pattern. I don't know how I can, well, it starts with a couple stitches and a yarn over, and then all of this is just stockinette, I think is what they call this. It's knit, and then the purl, you just knit every row. But this is the interesting part in the very back. Look at this. And it's I think it's knit 2 yarn over. Isn't that pretty? And then you go back here on the other side and it's just plain again. I will change this out for a bunny because this is a navy one. And I will keep this one. But I will put a bunny on it. This is number 3. And this color is, I forgot to tell you the color, periwinkle. This was a $12 skein of yarn. Woo, that's a lot of money for me. For one skein of yarn. Made in France, a 3-weight light. Okay, this is number 3, 3, 3. Okay. And we'll wait for Froggy to give us the magic word today. And then we will somebody due date. You know, I'm going to have to check with Marianne on that. If you can get them to me, I'll say if you can get them to me as close to the end of November as possible, beginning of December, somewhere in there. That way I can get them to Marianne in the first week or so of December, and she can get them. She lives not too far from Flat Rock where their distribution center is. So let's plan on working the month of November. I'll get them to her early December, and then she can she can get them to Pastor Allred and get them distributed. Okay, the word is friends. Friends 1, 2, or 3, please. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, if your name is called and you've already won, I forgot who won. Darn, I was going to remember that. And I don't think I wrote it down either. Friday. If you won something Friday, well, we didn't give anything away Friday, so don't worry about it. But Ellen won on Sunday. She won the Count Your Blessing. So Ellen, you will be in. I don't even see her in here today, so maybe it's a moot point, huh? Okay, Nessa. Okay. Are we done? Hi, Heidi. Heidi, we're doing the UFO giveaway. Did you get your number in? Okay, I'm not seeing any more numbers come through, so let's just go with it. This is Wacky Wednesday. UFO goes to Froggy. Pluck your magic twanger and see what comes up. Maisie? Maisie, congratulations. There's Mary's Crafty Corner. Maisie, what was it that you chose? The friends, you chose number one. The number one was the am I right in this? Was the falling leaves? Am I right, Sunita? Yes, number one was the falling leaves. Okay, Maisie. Maisie, if you will send me a Gmail to missccottage@gmail.com and send me your address, I will get this out to you. And I'm going to the post office soon as I finish here. Yeah, if you mail it to me right away, I'll get it out today. Otherwise, you have to wait until later. missccottage@gmail.com. It's on the screen. All right. Yeah, I think that yarn is it's a zebra type yarn. Now it's a probably a 2 or maybe a 3. Dawn Erin, do you remember? Is this your yarn, sweetheart? Hey, Marcia. I'm trying to think, Darcia. I think this yarn was hand dyed by Dawn Erin. I can't get confirmation from her. Unless she's found out she didn't win and hightailed it. You know why they say hightail it? Because of the deers. They put that white tail up as a flag and they hightail it. Dawn, this is your yarn, sweetheart? Yeah, I think it is a DK weight. I'm pretty sure. But it's just so stinking beautiful with all those colors in there. Well, I showed you the colors. They're just so beautiful. But the thing is, I want to keep this and I want to finish it, but my focus right now is on some bunnies, and so everything else has to go. And I know the pattern. I can always go back to Sarah Satch's channel and get the pattern. I don't know whether I downloaded it or not, but you can go on there and the link is there, and you can download the pattern. But it's a real easy one to follow. It's just double crochets, and you just add two. You know what does Juan call them? You can put twins in a stitch, and then you can decrease them. But I know. I was just joking with you. You and I have been through this before. I know you better than that. You're not that kind of person. Zebra is a somebody. That's right. And you could make a zebra. Only I don't think there's enough here to make a zebra. I think I already made a zebra out of this one. And And I don't have another skein of this one. Usually I have a couple because I like to buy them 2 at a time. And you think it looks like a thrift yarn? I'm thinking it's a. Oh, did you ever give me confirmation, Dawn? Did you make this one, Dawn? Because I don't think this is a thrift yarn. Yeah, I think it is your colorway, sweetheart. I think this is your colorway. The colors are just so you can't. My camera is really not. That's a better, but they're just so much more vibrant. I mean, this red that goes across here is just. It's so red, and you can't see it. You can't see the red. That's not orange. That's red. Anyway, it's beautiful, and you will love it. You will love it, Maisie. It's beautiful. All right, guys. I got 4 minutes. That gives us time for prayer requests. And I don't want to go without that. Do not despair. The things that don't get taken this week, that don't fly out this week, will be put in the box for next week. So there's plenty. All right, let's see. What do we got? Yeah, I knew it was you, Dawn. It's just the color, the intensity. And I remember you did zebra because you hesitated for a long time to choose that yarn, and then everybody told you to keep to do it. And turkey red. See, I knew. It's just such a. It's so beautiful. Prayer for Kayla. Yeah, she is. Mama Llama Kayla is in the hospital, I guess, and not doing very well. Let's see. Today is 11/6. And Kayla is still on our list. She has more problems than the Raynaud's disease. She has a lot of internal problems going on. And thank you, Tracy. Prayer for Kitty. She fell off her scooter today, coming home from a dental appointment. Oh, that's not good. And Heidi has an unspoken. Sweetheart, send it to me and I'll send it back caked up. Yes, I did see that earlier, Zoila. Thank you for that, Regina. Is it Layfield? Yes, Layfield. Her uncle, excuse me, her uncle was murdered. I don't know how someone can take someone else's life. It does not compute. Pray for everyone. That's right. All right, you guys, I have 1 minute left. I'm going to pray for you. I ask that God hold you in the palm of his hands until the storms that are going to be starting up in the world get safely settled. It may be when the Lord comes again, I don't know. Maybe we can settle them before that, I don't know. But God is in control and he knows. And I pray that he will hold you in his hands until your personal storms the storms that are coming, the physical storms and the weather, the storms of life that Satan throws at us with such glee. I pray that he will hold you in the palm of his hands until it is all past, and that you will take that love and shine your love light on others. I pray that I have a lot of people. This is a personal prayer. I pray that I have some people that have said, yes, I'll make some bunnies. And as I said, if you need yarn, let me know. But God, you know what's needed, and you know whose hearts to touch, and I leave it in your hands, always in your hands, God. And I thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, guys, gotta go. And I will see you on Friday. Right? This is Wacky Wednesday? Yeah, I'll see you on Friday. Love you.